All right, welcome, peace and power. We are beginning. Here we go. It is time. So come to that hero position, Virasana, sitting on the heels or sitting in between the heels. Resting the hands on top of the thighs, sit up tall. And I really like this one because it helps get our pelvis into more of a neutral position. So from that neutral position in the pelvis, our spine is able to be in more of the neutral position for the spine. So it makes it more of a comfortable seat so that we can really extend the spine long and we're not rounding or bringing any other curves into it. And from there, reaching up through the crown of the head and just really lengthen as much as we can. So we'll just take some breaths here, close the eyes. Possible breathing in through the nose, out of the mouth. And let's do a little scan of the body. Notice if you are holding on to tension anywhere throughout. Maybe around the tops of the shoulders, the upper trapezius there that connects neck, shoulder. That's a popular spot for knots. Tension. So just really soften the shoulders. And then feel free to open the eyes here, keep them closed, and we'll come into some neck stretches. So take the chin in towards the chest first, lengthening along the back of the neck. Just take a couple breaths there. And then keeping the chin tucked in, we'll gently take the chin over to the right shoulder. Be easy. Doesn't need to be forced at all, just nice and gentle. And then slowly take the chin back to center, but keep it tucked in. And then we'll go over to the left shoulder. Couple breaths there. And then back to center. And we're just going to take it over to the right and then over to the left, but keep the chin tucked in a couple times. It's just half circle. And then take chin back to center, hugged in. Let's use our hands on the forehead and just gently helping the head back up to neutral. Oh, that feels good to have that support. All right, one more neck stretch and we'll get into some power. Right ear over to the right shoulder, lengthen that left side. Nice and easy. You could also take the left hand and reach it out. Hands. Reach it long and get a little extra there. Oh, and it's stretching, nice. And then once again, we can use our hand to help our head up. So that right hand comes to the head and just gently press up back to neutral. Oh, so nice. All right, and then other side. Ear over to the left. You can reach those right fingertips out. Lengthen long. Couple breaths there. And then we'll use that left hand to help the head back to center. Whew. And release those hands. Just take a breath here. All right, release. Let's open the eyes. make our way to a down dog, or feel free to come into tabletop. We're just getting our hands on the floor and connecting to the floor with the hands or knees down or our feet, the balls of the feet. Couple more breaths. Feel free to pedal out the feet, shake out the head. I always like to take my hips side to side in down dog, getting a side stretch. All right, we're taking it into dolphin from here. So lowering to the forearms, or take knees down first, then forearms down, palms down, or interlace the fingers, whatever works best for the wrists. I'm going to interlace fingers today. And then when you're ready, come back into that down dog, but we're on our forearms. And the head can start to come in between the arms. And you'll feel the shoulders pretty good here. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you need to get that spine long. Couple more breaths. From our dolphin, walk the feet back, coming into a forearm plank. Oh, hey, girl. I didn't even know you were there. Stepping those feet back into a forearm plank. So the heart comes forward. Feel free to lower the knees, but keep the spine long. And we're going to do a little hip dip. Here we go. Right hip to the right, center. Left hip to the left, center. Couple more. Right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Hold your plank. Stay here or walk those feet in. Come back into your dolphin. Head comes in between the arms. Gaze back. Once again, walk the feet back. Find your forearm plank. Here we go. Right hip right, center, left hip left, center. Couple more times. Right, center, left, center. Ooh, feel that side. Obliques, center. Oh, you're hearing some grunting. And then last one here, walk the hand or feet in. Come into that dolphin. 2 breaths here. And then walk those feet back into our forearm plank. From forearm plank, take those hands down, press up into our full plank. Ooh, feel that. Take an inhale here, plank. Exhale up and back, down dog. Ooh. All right, coming out of down dog, walking the feet forward. Let's take a couple breaths in a ragdoll. So knees can bend, feet can come wide. Let the head go. Maybe rock side to side a bit. Bend the knees a lot. Roll up to standing. Let the head be the last to come up. Nice and round. Whew. All right. Hey, everybody. Let's find mountain pose. So feet grounded. Lift those toes up, spread them out, palms face forward. I know my head's cut off a little bit. Ooh, full house, 27 of us today. Just feel the ground underneath the feet. Lift the heart, reach up through the crown of the head. Find your breath. All right, let's play with a little balance. So right knee is going to come into the chest here. You may come to a wall, right knee into the chest. Let's circle out the foot a couple times. Both directions. And then see if we can hold that knee in place and let go of the hands. Ooh, hey, hip flexor strength, core strength. Maybe hands on the hips. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we'll release that knee, take it behind us, find a balance. We'll show you from the side. We're gonna come into airplane, so the arms come back as well. Keep a little lift of the heart. So this is like Cobra, where we're getting a little back bend here. Extend that leg back, reach back through the fingertips. Hold here for 3, 2, and a 1. We're gonna step it back into a lunge. I'm running out of space here. That right leg steps back, find your lunge. Arms come up overhead, inhale. Exhale, take the hands behind the back. Feel free to interlace or reach opposite wrists, forearms, elbows. Open the chest here, inhale. We're gonna come into humble warrior. So releasing the chest to the inside of this front knee. Feel free to take the back foot flat. Makes it a little bit more stable. And then lower the head forward. Just a couple breaths here. Just really letting the head go. Strong in the legs. Next inhale, rise up. We'll release the arms. Take those arms overhead. And let's exhale, hands forward. Step back into your plank. Inhale there. Exhale, Chaturanga through. So reach heart forward, lower to the belly or hover. Elbows are hugging in. And then here's our Cobra or up dog. Inhale, heart lifts up, shoulders down. Back, down dog. Let's take a few breaths there. Feel free to take child's pose instead, or just lower the knees. Making this our practice for our body, for where we are at right here, right now. All right, from your down dog, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands. Let's halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing, roll up or flat back, reverse swan dive. And then we'll release those arms. I'll face you here. Whew. All right, other side, left knee comes in. So really ground down through that right foot. Spread the toes. When you're ready, take that left knee in. Ooh. Find your balance. I love the wall. That's just so nice. So again, you can hold on to the knee here or challenge yourself, release the hands, take the hands to the hips, keep hugging that knee in, inhale here. Exhale, let's find that balance. Reaching the leg back, lifting the heart up, arms as well. Airplane, full airplane. Belly strong, hug it in. Inhale. Exhale, step that foot back. Gracefully or maybe not gracefully. Inhale those arms up. And then reach behind the back. We're coming into our humble warrior. So back foot can come flat as we reach the heart, the head, to the inside of that front knee. Maybe the arms start to lift off the back if you have them interlaced, the fingers interlaced. Strong in the feet and the legs. And release. Come on up on an inhale. Take those arms overhead. Yes, beautiful. Exhale, release the hands. Step back, plank, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Yes, child's pose, tabletop. Either one. All right, let's see where we're at. We're gonna add a little flow and then we'll slow it down. So when you're ready, from your down dog, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up to standing. And here we go. All right, let me scoot back a little bit. Right knee into the chest. So with hands or not, take that knee in. We're gonna inhale here. Exhale, airplane, reach the arms back. Inhale, step it back, crescent lunge, arms come overhead. So we're in that lunge. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, come into your humble warrior. Inhale, release, come on up. I know it's a little quicker. Exhale, take those hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up to standing, inhale. Release those arms, exhale. Left knee into the chest, inhale. With the hands or not. Exhale, step it in, or reach it back into that airplane balance. Inhale, crescent. Step it back, lunge, arms overhead. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come up once again, crescent. Exhale, hands release, step back, Chaturanga. Our final Chaturanga, if you'd like to take it. Back to our down dog. And let's everyone lower into child's pose. Or you could keep those hips lifted and just lower down to the forearms. Maybe take the head to the back of the hands. And we'll just slow it down from here. Oh, Lauren's got all the kids right now. I'm at trainer Lauren's house. So we've got, well, my one and then her three. I hear them knocking on the door. So fun for Emmett to be around other kids. He's usually just around me and his daddy a lot. So it's nice to have some kids around. And Lauren is a sweetheart. All right, just a couple more breaths here in your child's pose. All right, from your down dog, we're gonna walk, or child's pose, we're gonna walk our hands in and swing the legs around, come into a wide leg seat. So I have this wall here that's really convenient. So I'm gonna use the wall and just show you all how we can use the wall with this. But we're coming out into a V. So coming into this position. If you're at a wall, you can scoot the lower back as close to the wall as you can, and then bring your shoulder blades to the wall as well. So this is a great way to practice this or sit in this position. If you feel good here, you might start to take the hands forward, maybe even start to walk the hands forward to the forearms. But again, this is a great place to be. It can be a little bit more of a way to bring restorative into this position. Gives our sacrum, our pelvis, some support. So wherever you are, we'll take about 5 more breaths. And then we're gonna take a side bend into this as well. Find your breath here. So for a lot of our bodies, the hip flexors can be pretty tight. So coming into this position, if our hip flexors are tighter, more constricted, our belly in this position becomes kind of crunched and restricted as well. So the idea is to lengthen the belly as much as you can and get that pelvis into more of a neutral position rather than tilting back. And that will help with the release of those hip flexors if we have the tighter hip flexors. Just a thought there. All right, come on up if you're forward. We'll keep the legs as they are and we'll take it into a side bend. So right elbow rest on top of the thigh or maybe a pillow in between. We can rest our head on the hand, and then this left arm comes up and over. Reaching, or if it feels okay for the neck, I always like to rest my arm on top of the head, just gently, and just allow that space to open there, side body. Again, another 5 breaths or so here. And if you have a little bit more flexibility there on that side body, I don't. You could take the elbow to the inside of the leg and work from there. That's always a little too much, so I ease into it a little bit more. A few more breaths. And then inhale, come on up. Pause at center for a moment. And then let's take it over to the other side. Just needs to be a moment of pause. Elbow down or maybe to a yoga bolster or block here could work great, or anything around the house. Rest your head in the hands. Take that top arm over. Reach long or gentle draping around the head. And then just notice if there's any difference between the sides. Usually we can tell slight difference in most of our bodies. A few more breaths. And then on your next inhale, take that arm first. That arm can kind of pull you up back to center. Nice. And then let's take hands underneath the knees and we'll bring the legs back to center and make our way onto our back. So with the side body stretching in mind, let's do banana. So we'll come onto the back, banana shape with the body. So walk hands or feet rather over to the right. And then you could even cross the left ankle over the right for a little more. We'll take the arms up, start in a cactus shape arm, goalpost shape, and then lift the shoulders up and over to the right. And then from there, we want to keep both shoulder blades down. You could start to take the arms a little bit more overhead or just keep them as they are. Banana shape. Notice where you feel the stretch. Is it more around the rib cage, more around the outer hip, IT band? Just notice where we feel the stretch here as we breathe and settle in. Couple more breaths on this side. And then let's slowly release the arms. Take the head back to the center of the mat and legs. And just pause there for a moment before we walk the feet over to the left. So start that. When you're ready, meet that. Feet over to the left. Maybe cross right ankle over left. And then arms. Lift those shoulders up and over. Set up the arms. Settle in. Banana, other side. Make any adjustments, but then if possible, finding some stillness. And it might be possible, but it might be really challenging to find that stillness sometimes. And if it is challenging for you, challenge yourself here and just stay still until we're ready to come out. Just another 5 breaths or so. The only movement is the rise and fall of the chest, the breath coming in and out of the lungs. Let's take one more breath. And then we'll release back to center. Release the arms, walk the legs. And here we are, Savasana. Just find that neutral position. Center on the mat. Extend the legs, extend the arms. Close the eyes. So again, another time where we can challenge ourselves to be still. Staying here as long as you can. It is time, so I will log us off. Thank you for sharing your practice today with all of us, this beautiful community. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Namaste. Rest here. We'll see you soon.